All right then, man. What y'all think? Max, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. We're rolling.
Alex, you ready?
I am ready. What's up, cuz?
What's up, champ? So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Neko White.
I'm Alex Quo.
And this is the One Piece of Mind podcast. Alex, how are you?
I'm good, man. Hot as hell. It's hot outside.
It's hot outside, but we got a good AC in here in the Comedy Cellar Podcast Studios, man. Shout out to Max Marcus Comedy for holding us down on the producer side today. Shout out to the Comedy Cellar for letting us use their studio today. Now, let's get to it. This week, we are talking One Piece chapter 1119. The title is Emeth. Brother, what did you think? The floor is yours, Alex.
Bro, that chapter's nuts. That chapter was crazy. There's two things that really, three things that really stick out for me, right? One, we were just talking about before we went live. But before I get to that, we hit one of the Gorosei. He got that's pain. That's damage he took.
Yeah.
That's a horn that got cut off.
Yeah.
So the robot could do it, and I don't think it's hockey. I think that's something completely different. If it was hockey, it'd have been somebody would have already done that.
Oh, you think it's a completely different power that the giant is using? Okay.
If they were operated by the same rules as hockey, then Pirates would have stood a better chance. But clearly they're operating on whatever it is. I don't know, even their powers or something out of this world. I don't think that's zone type. I think it's something completely different. But they got hit by the robot, and that says a lot because he used to rock with Joy Boy back in the day. So that was crazy. Number one. Number two, Katakuri showed up again, and I was waiting to see. Now we were debating. I wasn't sure if he was present when Pudding got stolen. I don't quite remember, to be honest. But just seeing him again, this Oda will say something without saying something sometimes.
Yeah,
and he said something with that.
What did you think he said?
The Big Mom Pirates ain't gone. They're still around. And I actually think they're gonna. I don't know if you and me talked about it. I think they're gonna resurface as one of Luffy's allies, but.
I think they're gonna become Luffy's allies. I even think Big Mom is scheduled to be one of Luffy's allies before this is all said and done. But that's something to be said for a little bit later when we bring in our guests.
True.
But go ahead, man.
And and then I like seeing Luffy's genius in battle. This doesn't really get talked about enough, but like
Luffy's battle IQ.
Yeah, man. Like he deserves. I'm comparing him to Goku a little bit. Goku was an idiot, but he was a genius in battle, in combat. Vegeta used to say that, but it's true. But
it's not true.
But his battle IQ, bro.
I know this is a mostly One Piece podcast, but I'm gonna keep this under 45 seconds. Goku is a battle genius. Goku's always been a battle genius. Goku's not an idiot. I know that Dragon Ball Super
I'm
has
not even
a lot
counting
of
Super. I'm not even
okay. Well, if you're not counting Super, then we can't even act like Goku's anything but a battle genius. Like Goku might get into fights that he wants to get into, and that might be not strategic sometimes. But Goku is a fighting genius. Like Goku understands his opponents. He understands the mechanics of beating them. Goku's never been come on, man. If we're talking battle IQ when it comes to actual fight. Hey, Max, real quick.
Yeah.
Goku, battle genius or not? Now, if you say Goku's stupid,
outside of combat.
I mean, but in combat, though.
In combat, he's a genius.
Goku's
a genius.
genius.
Vegeta was actually more of the battle strategist.
Okay.
Like, just battle IQ. I think I actually give it to Vegeta more, personally.
Okay.
That's just me. But I'm relating it back to Luffy here. Having the know-how to have his friends hit him so he could hyperinflate and launch the Gorosei the way he did, oh, that's beautiful. I can't wait to see that get animated.
Yeah.
And Luffy doesn't get enough credit for that. I don't think he does, man. I don't think he does.
Well, us at the One Piece of Mind podcast, sponsored specifically by co-host Alex Quo, Luffy is a battle genius, and his battle IQ should be commented on more often. So
straight up,
go ahead, man.
I gotta give him credit. So, just looking at everything, Egghead's getting absolutely nuts. Then we had Joy Girl in the beginning. That's what people calling him. We had
Bonnie.
Joy. People were freaking out about that. We talked about that last time we was on, but I'm like, it's what we thought it was.
Yeah,
it was one hit, and then if we want to call it a hit, it was one hit, and then she was out of that. I don't think she's gonna be this next overpowered character or whatever people are saying, but I do think that she has to roll with the Straw Hats from this point forward, simply because of that plot thread. She is too strong to not roll with the rest of them. But they're not going to leave her on Egghead. So
and Vegapunk already told them you got to take Bonnie with you.
Got to. So I won't call her an official. She'll probably be like what Law was leading up to Wano.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think she's joining.
I would actually prefer if she did, but
I think she's joining.
I would also.
I think she's joining.
I would prefer if the Kaido's son / daughter would have joined too, but we all saw what happened with that.
But even like Yamato, like he didn't have this. Like Yamato never took captain's orders. You know what I'm saying? Like Bonnie legit took captain's orders. I think Bonnie is sewn up for Straw Hat. She literally matches all of the ticks to be a Straw Hat pirate. She has a crazy backstory. She has a parent that kind of like, or a parent figure that asks Luffy to look after them.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you remember when Nami joined the crew, the pinwheel guy. Genzo, is that his name?
You remember his name? That's
Is that his name?
That's very
That's
impressive.
his name?
I don't
Okay.
remember.
I want to say that's his name. So Genzo asks Luffy like, "Yo, just make sure you keep her smiling. I don't care what else you do." Vegapunk asks Luffy, "Yo, just make sure you get Bonnie up out of here. Like, look after her." So I think she's joining, and like the dynamics in the crew are already sewn up. She's a glutton like Luffy. She's gonna look up to Luffy. Her pops was searching for Nika. He is Nika. The whole thing about keeping Kuma alive, she's a celestial dragon. Luffy does need one of those on his side, just to like prove the point of everybody can get along if you put them in situations where they have to. The whole thing with Nami, like Nami's gonna look after. Nami's gonna dote on her because she's a child. You know what I'm saying? Sanji she's like, she loves Sanji because he's the best chef on the sea.
That fits.
I think that's all sewn up. Like the dynamic, her, Luffy, and Chopper. Like,
I think it'd be cool. I'm with it.
I think so too.
But overall, I give the chapter an easy 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. I mean, you gave it a 9 out of 10 and only talked about 2 things. You good,
I loved
man.
It.
Okay.
I loved it.
So I thought the chapter was great too. A lot happened in chapter 1119. First of all, we got the whole thing with Kaku and Stussy at the top. And I thought that was really interesting, just that dynamic between them all, because you have Kaku and Lucci, who, when you consider what they've been through since Water 7, like, Kaku really did seem like he enjoyed being a shipwright. You know what I'm saying? And then they had to betray them to do the whole thing for CP9. They joined CP0. Now, remember, there was a brief period of time when after they lost to Luffy and the Straw Hats, they were hunted by the world government. They were on the run from them, right? So now, to get to this point, they've been betrayed already. Now to get to this point when Vegapunk has Stussy to betray them, that kind of like, it hits Lucci and Kaku probably a little bit differently. And you could see, like, just in the first panels, like how much pain is etched in the Kaku and Stussy's face. Stussy those really were her friends. You know what I mean? But now this is your creator, like those that believe in God. Imagine your God actually giving you an order. Like, not the ones y'all be hearing in y'all heads. I'm talking about your actual creator giving you an order to betray these people because they're going to kill your creator, right? So now, like, I don't think Kaku is being heartless. I think he has the same feelings for Stussy as Stussy has for him. But I think that he knows his best friend more than anyone, and he knows Lucci isn't playing when Lucci say, "No, I'm kill this. I'm kill this lady because you playing with us, and I've already been betrayed before, and I'm not going through it again." But I think and this is a little bit of a lofty prediction, but I think what's going to happen is I think Lucci's going to surprise us, and he's going to make a different move than what we expect. You know what I'm saying? So I got hope for Rob Lucci going forward.
But keep going.
I loved everything that happened with the Giants. You can call our guest up here. Tell him to be up here in 2 minutes.
Okay.
All right. So I loved everything that happened with the Giants. Like, yo, we got to get out of here. Let's go. I love Luffy's strategy of like, okay, you know what? We gotta y'all all attack me because we can't beat these guys. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to win a fight. We're trying to leave.
Get out. Exactly.
So even seeing Luffy being in that space now of like, I'm the captain. I don't got to win every battle. Sometimes it's better to escape. And actually, you know what? I can't say that. Luffy's always been like that. When the situation gets too hairy and he needs to escape, he's willing to make a tactical retreat. So big shout out to Luffy for that. As you go further in the chapter, we get the whole thing with Vegapunk's message turning back on. How you didn't mention that, I'll never know.
I didn't mention it because it wasn't anything to be mentioned.
No, it was something to be mentioned because through his message coming back on, through the robot and all that, after the robot reactivated, it gives us a way to go back and put everything together that was said before that and now, right? So I don't know who he's telling them to look out for, but the fact that he said M.O., I really think he could have been talking about one of the monkey, somebody from the monkey family. I don't know if it's Monkey D. Dragon. I don't know if it's Monkey D. Luffy. But remember that whole Mo thing a couple weeks ago, and then we lost.
Oh, then it cut.
Then it just turns back on in this chapter. So we don't know what we missed, but I think he was telling them to like maybe look out for this particular name, this particular clan, something along those lines.
Okay.
So I thought that whole thing was really, really interesting. The cuts that they did around the world for Vegapunk's message, like when you get Katakuri and you get Vivi and like. You even get Long Ring Longland, and I know a couple theories.
The theories on there is crazy.
I know some people that think that like Joy Boy's next companion is like at the bottom of Long Ring Longland. They think it's a giant whale.
The bottom?
Yeah. They think that's why like that whole thing floods and all that. So we'll see. But I just thought everything in this chapter gave us a lot of hints of like what's going to happen next. The Gorosei are definitely not done. They're going to be our next bad guys. Like the Warlords used to be. I think those 5 are our next bad guys when we get to Elbaf and all that. There's something worrying me though. Like I don't know why I'm worried about Usopp. I'm just worried about Usopp. Luffy keeps asking for Usopp. You know what I'm saying? Like by name. Like where's Usopp and everybody else? Where's Usopp and everybody else?
It's because of the Giants.
I know it's because of the Giants, but like we ain't had no tragedy yet. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why I'm a little nervous. I'm a little bit nervous. This chapter left me a bit uneasy. I'm a little nervous about the other group of Straw Hats because Zoro can't handle all that smoke.
If I'm worried about anybody, it's Robin. I've always been worried about Robin. Since Water 7.
We should be worried about Robin, but that's what I'm saying. The squad that's going to look out for Robin consists of Nami, Usopp, Chopper. You know what I'm saying? And of those 3 people, the one I could see getting hurt the most, damaged the most, hurt, captured, even shit like that is Usopp. You get me? Yeah. So I don't know. I'm worried for my boy. It's his island coming up next, and he better make it to it.
Oh, he's going to. Come on.
I think he's going to, but Oda having fun with us, man. And you could tell now. You could tell he's having fun with us. So to get to the end of the chapter, when the I don't know what you call the big snail shit, right? Not the snail, the
robot? What are you talking about?
The Gorosei. It's not a snail, it's a worm.
Oh.
When they all start attacking the boat to see the different things like jump in, when the robot finally wakes up, right? And he punches the boar Gorosei. Because I didn't know if the boar Gorosei, I don't know if it could swim or what.
It was running over.
It looked like it was about to run over. That makes me think that it's not a devil fruit that they have. They on some whole completely different type of time. But man, the robot's name is Emeth. And Joy Boy left it a message. And according to people that like read Japanese, they said the robot speaks as if it's a child.
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't hear that.
So one of the theories I've been hearing is that like maybe devil fruits are, manifestations of dreams from like, dead children from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe slaves, kids that always wanted to be free. Pardon me. Blah, 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 blah. So I don't know. But it leaves a lot of room for theory fodder. I have no idea how this arc is going to conclude. I'm not even going to act like I do. If you think you know how Egghead is going to end, maybe you just have a sharper mind than I do.
I think it's done. That's it.
Even though I think it's done, I still don't know how it's going to end. Because like I said, we haven't had our tragedy yet. We don't really know what's next. And I still don't know. Even though you blasted Venus Juro away, I don't know that he can't come back.
We did have our tragedy, though. It was Garp. That was a tragedy.
That wasn't a tragedy, and that wasn't on Egghead. Garp is still alive, probably being, getting his memories pulled out by Blackbeard or something, but Garp is still alive.
But when Luffy finds out, same way Ace was a tragedy for Luffy, even though it didn't happen in the Straw Hats per se. You know what I mean?
Garp gonna get saved, though.
I believe it.
Garp about to have his Uncle Iroh moment, bro.
It's gonna be, but it's gonna be.
Let me get that. Garp, Monkey D. Garp, is not dead. Monkey D. Garp is gonna have his Uncle Iroh moment. Because think about it. We got the old grandfather character of one of the main characters that's a military guy, right? Just like Uncle Iroh. When Zuko went and did whatever he did, Aokiji went and did whatever he did.
I like that
right?
Analogy. Okay.
So now you got Garp. He's in prison. He's injured, all that. When Azula injured Iroh and all that shit, like, okay, yeah, he in jail. Garp about to work out. He going to get his memory stolen. Blackbeard going to talk shit to him, but we got a final war coming. Garp gonna be there. They gotta kill Garp outright. If not, Garp is definitely gonna be at that final war.
Oh, you gotta be.
Yeah.
He's got a reserve.
If they don't show us Garp dead, like killed, splayed, Garp coming back. Ain't no need to worry about that. Kuzan gonna have his whole Zuko moment and all that. Yeah.
There's a lot of potentially dead characters right now, so it's
No, I think Garp is alive. I don't have any worries about Garp. The Marine, if nothing else, even the Marines will go to save him. But I give this chapter a solid 8.5 out of 10. I can't give it a 9. I don't think it was like the peaks of this chapter weren't like the highest for me. But I loved all the parts. I loved the robot. I love Luffy's excitement to meet the robot. You know what I mean? And I loved everything with Bonnie. The fact that she got only one attack out and could only do one attack. Hopefully it calmed down all you people that were so upset. But yeah, man, I really want to know what the robot and Luffy's interaction is going to be like, if he's going to give off any information, and if the Gorosei is going to let him, or if they even have a choice. But what I want to see next is the Straw Hats reconvene and get the hell out of here.
They need to process what the hell happened.
That's what I want to see. So with that being said, we both get this chapter high reviews. If you haven't checked it out, please make sure you check it out. But yeah, Egghead Island is an arc that you can't really predict because nobody predicted this arc right. Nobody.
Yeah,
Nobody predicted this arc right. So Max, if you can.
Yeah,
let's let in our guest.
all right, great.
Yeah.
We got a guest today.
So should we do an intro or just let him walk in and be himself? Actually, no. We'll do an intro for him when he gets here. You know what I'm saying? We'll let him feel the positive energy.
This is fun. We haven't had a guest on in a while.
We haven't had a guest on in a while. And
Here he is.
you want me to do the intro?
We can both do a little version of our own. You go first.
I'll go first. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the One Piece of Mind podcast, and we have a guest. Our guest today is one of my absolute favorite people.
Agreed.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's in New York by way of what part of Texas?
Dallas, Texas.
He's in New York by way of Dallas, Texas. He started comedy in Dallas, and he has actively been adopted by the New York comedy scene to the point that he's become a very big staple in the New York comedy scene.
Up, dude?
To the point.
Let's keep going.
Yo,
let's go.
To the point.
Nice.
You want to know what's great?
What?
I remember literally like the first week this dude got off like whatever he got off to get to the city, the plane or whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Brand new, bright-eyed and shit. Right?
Yeah.
So right now, to watch the like young comics see you and they get like the stars in their eyes.
Yeah.
Dog. Oh, it's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the one and the only Usama Siddiquee. What's up, fam?
What's up, man?
How y'all good? Y'all good?
How you
We
doing?
good.
One Piece extraordinaire.
And the host of the Mango Bay podcast, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, y'all are my favorite people as well. Anytime I see y'all, I fucking light up.
Yeah,
Nico
man.
was like the first guy I ever saw kill in New York.
Mm-hmm.
It was like him, Aaron Berg, and like Dante Nero on
Look
the
at
show.
that.
Wow, really? I haven't seen y'all three in the same space. Like,
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, dude, they don't do that anymore. They don't have killers in the same show anymore.
Yeah, different times, bro.
Different times when the quality of the show mattered, right?
Right.
But I remember being just the newer comics, they don't see the growth, right?
Yeah.
So they just see the end.
Yeah.
But some comics will have this legendary stories where like, yo, it's crazy, man. Usama came to New York and he was so shitty, and then he did so many mics that he's like famous now. I'm like, if you did the same thing, you would still be the shitty comic.
Yeah, there's a whole
You have to get better too.
there's a whole lot in that. But
You know what I'm saying? But One Piece, Nico basically got me into it.
actually, I was
Not even. Let's add some legend to the legend here.
yeah.
Nico, well, you're not actively ever doing anything. He just, Nico's never trying to proselytize anything.
Good word.
What's up, bro? Come on.
Proselytize?
Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, bro.
What is that one?
Yo, I thought I had the impediment. You heard that? You heard that? And yo, and all your teeth are very much together. And you did that.
You know what's bad when you type it in and like the correction doesn't even come up.
Yeah.
Like, what do you say?
Bro, he's putting an X in there. He don't know what's going on. Proselytize means trying to tell someone
To do something.
Convert or attempt to convert from one religion to another.
Yeah.
Right.
Basically.
So basically, I was like, he would always talk about One Piece. I was like, all right, maybe one. I don't know. I'm an anime guy.
Yeah.
Full Metal. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, okay.
All day. You know what I'm saying? Full Metal. Code Geass even.
Yeah.
Bebop.
Yeah.
I would tell Nico like, very proudly like Bebop is the best anime.
Oh
of
my
all.
God, yo, with his chest,
with his
bro.
you know, like that.
best?
You know those dudes who only play Madden. You know what I'm saying, and think they're gamers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But then one time, I remember they asked, I don't know what, like it was the Vikings or something.
Yeah.
All these burly ass fucking football players, and everyone's saying Madden. 2K. One guy's like Persona 5 Royale. I'm like,
Yes.
Now that's
Royale.
a gamer.
know
Yeah.
what I'm
Some
talking about?
lineman's like Persona 5. I'm like, there we go. So I was that guy, very arrogant, very like, no, Bebop is the best. Very classic, Toonami little head, right?
Yep, same.
Bebop, bro. Then I started watching One Piece, man, and it's like, obviously, you're an idiot if you say One Piece was the best anime from the get-go.
Yeah.
It takes a second. It
takes
takes
a minute to get there.
until Arlong arc. It has no real
Park, yeah.
it has no real direction.
Yeah.
Really, the Nami scene
Yeah.
is the first moment where you start realizing what the fuck this all is.
Yeah.
So until I remember I texted Nico too.
Yeah.
When I first started realizing, I was like, oh no.
Different.
Oh no, this is different.
Yeah.
And he kept saying like he's like one of those like dads who know. He's like, just keep watching, brother.
It gets better.
Just keep watching. I'm like, gets better how?
Yo.
I'm at episode 35. Like, this is the best ever. I can't get better than this.
Over 1,000 episodes.
I would see every other time I would see him, right? It would be like a different arc he just passed. So when he
Right.
got to the Arlong Park arc, he had told me about that. We get the Alabasta. I heard about that.
Oh,
Right.
Alabasta.
He
Right.
got the Sabaody or Marineford. It was one of those.
Right.
And this mother, like the look
Yeah.
in his eyes was different. Like every time I had seen Usama before this, like his whole visage was different.
I was so into it, my eyes became the same size.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Talk about that for a second. Talk about I fixed my eye with the power of fiction.
Yo, if it could do that for my teeth, just let me know what I gotta watch. which one do dentistry?
What was the? So you say Arlong Park was the first arc where you were just like, oh, this is different.
Absolutely.
Did you have one that stood out for you overall, where you were just like, oh wait, this?
Well, I mean, I think every arc got better and better. As I don't think there's been a weak arc in the history of One Piece. In my opinion, there's something for everybody in every arc. I told Nico this. This is why maybe I even came on to just discuss this. Was like, a lot of anime discourse gets annoying, right?
Yeah.
And I watch based on my feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I say unequivocally, I think that.
Where's his camera, Max?
Give me the camera right now, and I'll say it to all y'all
I know what he's gonna say.
prepubescent little anime shonen fucks.
Yeah.
I think y'all know shit.
Yeah.
Whole Cake Island is the best anime arc ever made.
There you go.
Made?
There you
Ever
go.
made.
You heard.
Oh, that's crazy.
You heard it here first on the One Piece of Mind podcast. What you said, Usama Siddiquee?
I'll say it again.
Whole Cake Island.
I'll say it again.
Ever made?
Ever made. I'm not saying, dude, that you have to agree with me, bro. I'm too old for you to need to.
That's a little crazy. A little bit.
Hey, why do we watch TV? Why do we watch shows? For real, why do you watch them?
Entertainment.
Entertainment. That's it? Is that really it?
Well, I mean, there's deeper meaning. Yeah.
Like what? Like
If
what?
you, the characters sometimes.
Okay, what about them?
If you identify with them.
Identify, right? So the humanness of the watch. What sticks out to you?
Is there anything more human? Okay, let's all do that. I'm with you on
Okay.
this now. So
Okay.
let's do this. We're gonna talk Whole Cake Island. We're gonna compare. What's your favorite arc in One Piece?
My favorite?
Now we don't got that long, so you got to pick.
Alex is a kid, so it's got to
Probably
be
between-
Wano.
Well, Alabasta, Marineford, and Wano were pretty crazy.
So
Okay.
pick one.
I'd probably go with Alabasta.
Alabasta.
Okay. Oh, really?
Okay.
I
That's
love.
a good
love
choice.
Alabasta. So
crazy.
for me, Whole Cake. That's hilarious.
Right.
Whole Cake Island is between 1 and 2, but it's between that and that whole Water 7.
Of course.
Oh, but Annie's-
of
Annie's
course.
Lobby.
Annie's Lobby was a classic.
So it's between those two, with Arlong Park being right after that, because the
I didn't know this, that you loved Whole Cake as much as I did.
I love Whole Cake Island.
Oh
I
my
talked about it when he was in the
God.
background. I'm like, is he for real?
Whole Cake Island is, in my opinion, I liked it better than Wano. I like Big. I like it better than Wano.
Wano has a lot of filler, you know what I'm
Put that
saying?
the rooftop though.
I like
Yeah, I'll be all day.
I like Big Mom more than I like Kaido.
That's
Yes,
right. 'Cause
yes.
I don't think she's actually. I can't prove this, but I feel like somehow Big Mom is actually being possessed by Mother Caramel. I think at Big Mom's core, we seen it in Wano. At Big Mom's core, she's not that different from Luffy. You know what I'm saying? Like she
Evil,
helped.
quote unquote.
She helped the same people Luffy helped. You get what I'm saying? When
Right.
she got the Wano, when she had amnesia and all that, she helped the exact same people
Dude,
Luffy was helping.
The core of it's classic evil, right?
Yeah.
She is the perfect evil villain because her motives in her mind are pure.
Yeah.
She wants a perfect world. I mean, she's Hitler in a way.
Tragic
Yeah.
backstory. Yeah.
She literally just wants everyone to have a good life. Like literally,
Yeah.
she does this perfect world. Like
look
her
at
kingdom is
Wano versus Whole Cake Island. The people. This is what people don't talk about. The people that live on Whole Cake Island are happy. Outside of Big
Everyone's
Mom's
happy.
rages.
Happy.
Yes,
Happy.
they give a part of their soul.
Yeah.
But you breathe in. You're eating GMO foods. You're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like they're giving, but she's not taking their soul. They're giving it.
They're giving it.
To live there.
They're
under
happy to
protection.
do it.
Yeah, they live there, bro.
Yeah.
She's not holding them hostage.
No, they're not hostage and they're not slaves. So
They're
I agree
not.
with that. But I always looked at it like a false sense of security. Is
Could
what I
be.
always looked at it.
That's not.
You're feeding the same demon that'll kill you if you don't. You know?
I mean, it's true that when she went on a rampage, she destroyed a lot
Yeah,
of property.
she's
She killed some people. you know?
No, but I don't think that's true because even people are like she killed the kids. She never killed the kids. None of those kids died.
She tried.
No, I think a lot of One Piece is unseen too. Like they do something, then you're supposed to kind of.
Chiffon and Lola.
I mean,
you know what I'm
Chiffon
talking-
and Lola, I can get with that, but this is the thing. You look at Lola. Lola don't dislike her mother.
Right.
She's deranged though.
They're all deranged.
They're
These
all
are
deranged.
pirates.
She goes to Nami.
She's with the gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah.
that's my thing with Big Mom, and I'll get back to the art comparisons in a minute. But that's my thing with Big Mom. I don't think Oda makes mistakes like that. I think if Oda was a comedian, he would be a callback
Right.
guy, right? So you got to watch somebody set something up, then later on know that they're gonna bring it back. It's just that Oda has like a 30-year career of shit to pull.
Of
from.
course.
That's true.
With
Yeah, a lot
that,
of setup.
Big Mom is gonna be your ally. Big Mom has been the most consistent quote unquote villain since the New World has started. Right? She's been mentioned since Fisherman Island. She was she was shown to us since Fisherman Island, and she's been in every single arc since. Right? Her presence has been felt. She's kind of been an ally to Luffy. It's because of her they got to break him out of that prison. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the interference that she ran. It's because he went to Whole Cake Island to save Sanji that he got the power up and observation hockey and all that stuff.
Well, that's true.
Like,
Can I guess a couple? I feel like
and they've never fought.
the one thing I want to say is just tell you some reasons why I think Whole Cake is the best.
Go ahead.
So you touched on it, right? One is like, okay, again, we're talking to me about like just characters, right?
No.
No better character work in the series than in One Piece. I'm not saying it's everything else is weak. I'm just saying
Talk that shit, Usama.
some of the best character moments in the history of the franchise.
That's agreed on.
Now,
I agree.
If you watch anime as a kid, I used to watch DBZ was your thing. It was all about fight, power, 9,000. That's who you. As you get older, and the problem with discourse online is that you're actually arguing with children a lot of times.
Yeah.
You know, so now you're getting affected for real. So now grown men are talking about anime right now. What do you really give a fuck about? The power levels?
Right. Not at all.
It's the humanity, right? It's the characters, it's the emotion, it's the level of human understanding Oda-san has about the human condition.
Yeah.
That's why you watch One Piece. That's the ultimate reason why One Piece is better than every other anime.
Yeah.
It understands people better than anybody.
Yeah.
That's my take, right? And Whole Cake has that it's Oda at his most Oda.
Yeah.
It's the most creativity, the most characters, the most, I mean, almost too much, one might even say.
Yeah.
Backstories and just, it's a bloated almost arc, but it's full of Oda. It's the most Oda he's ever been.
Okay. I'll step into
Anyway.
that.
That's my overall thesis of why Whole Cake is the best.
I'll go and join in on that. So one of the best things it did was that it juxtaposed a lot of different positions all at the same time.
Okay.
Like there's moments in Whole Cake Island that stand out to me. Like I think about that Sanji's character arc
Come on.
in Whole Cake
on.
Island.
Come on.
It's crazy.
There hasn't been a better one that we've seen. When you talk about like, and I love Zoro, but the people that are like, oh, Zoro's a better character than Sanji,
You're a
you
child.
are out of
Well,
You're a
your-
child.
Wait. What time out?
You-
Time out though.
What?
You could also point to Water 7 and say there were similar moments between not just Robin but Usopp.
No.
What do you mean?
You can
Usopp
say
moment-
It's up there. It's up there.
you can say that, and I don't disagree, right? Because you talking about my like
The Sorry was
one and
top
one A.
5.
Sorry, it was crazy.
Top 5,
And the
top
fact
5.
that he didn't even do it at first.
No.
Bro,
Dude, it's right up. It's right up there.
the crew almost broke up.
You right, but this is my thing. Even when Usopp left, we didn't get that moment. Remember, Luffy fought Usopp.
Right.
right.
Luffy fought Usopp. In this situation, he didn't fight Sanji.
He didn't
Right.
fight back. Yeah.
There was something different here of we all knew, Luffy inherently knew what we all knew. Because remember, we saw the lead up. If you read or if you watched One Piece, you saw the lead up to Sanji leaving. Sanji grabbed Nami, Chopper, and all of them and said, look, I never wanted to do anything or leave my friends. He threw them to safety. Capone Gang Beige takes them off, right? The whole lead up to like Sanji's meaning in the crew. You even had people like Zoro finally break of like
That when he was sitting outside.
yeah.
Remember waiting, hearing the conversating in Joe.
Yeah, and so,
Luffy walks out. He's like, "Bitch,
yeah.
I know why you were here."
You want
small
to say
moments,
small moments, dog.
Yeah.
And then even like when you have people like Nami and the way that she came to Sanji's defense, like you don't get to see it a lot with her acknowledging him the way he acknowledges her. But like you got to see her. I don't know if her feelings are romantic.
No.
But they're definitely very much present for Sanji.
You felt that, yeah.
Well, yeah, you felt
you
that.
felt that.
So now look at the crew that Luffy took to Whole Cake Island. He took Chopper, he took Nami, he took Brook, he took
He kind of took the B team.
He
He kind of took the
but
B
they
team.
did a great job.
But
They did A team work.
They
They
Brooke-
did do a teamwork.
Brooke MVP
Brooke
of
is
the
the
heart.
MVP.
That was crazy.
Brooke
The
is-
casual poneglyph.
the casual
Casual poneglyph.
the speech to Big Mom.
brother.
The speech to Big
Brother,
Mom.
was
When
wild.
when Big Mom said, "Hold on, I think you being a little too lax about this, Soul King. You don't think nobody gonna die?" And Brooke looked at the person that he couldn't beat and
Yeah.
said, "Who the fuck considers death when they make a plan, young lady?
Ooh,
Come on, man.
I'm a skull.
What we talking about? I'm dead already."
I'm dead already.
I'll say one more thing, dude. It's one of the best versions of the character work merging with the flashback work
Yes.
in
Okay.
the entire series when Luffy's eating the food that Sanji made.
Come
right?
on.
The parallels with that
Come
with
on.
Sanji and his mother.
And his mom.
What no other arc almost ever
Judge saying you make food for rats.
for rats.
The kick,
Not, dude, the two emotional arcs combining into one.
the kick to Bobbin,
Bro.
all after all that shit, because that's what I was getting to when
Getting chills.
when Luffy
Getting chills.
when Luffy was going to find Sanji, right? And they're in the thing, and you hear Luffy like running like a kid. Sanji, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
He jumps on the shit, and you see the brothers, and you see Sanji thinking in his head of his situation,
Right.
Of like, oh my
Yeah.
god, I can't. He kicks him
Yeah.
away. And then they start fighting. Like literally,
Ooh.
I can watch that shit now. I tear up. I'm a grown ass
You
man.
ever been hanging out with some cool guy friends?
Yeah.
And then your nerdy loser friend, back in the day, came,
Yeah.
"Hey man, remember we played Zelda together last week?" And you're like, "I don't even know Zelda."
Yeah, you knew
You gotta act like
Yo,
had
you
no idea what
new
he's
nerds,
talking about.
y'all got it easy.
Yeah,
Y'all got it easy.
You have no idea.
Niggas was in the
Whoa.
closet about playing Zelda.
We used to have a friend named Jeff on the football team in our school. He was in our cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
We would play Mario Kart for 18 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
He'd get a call from his like boys. And they'd be like, we could hear on the speaker, yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, what you doing, man?" And Jeff would be like, it's playing Madden. And we're like, "Bro, you are playing Mario Kart
You're
with
playing
Princess
Mario
Peach.
Kart. Facts.
You fucking
Oh, Rainbow
loser."
Road.
Yeah. It's the-
Jeff was not about it, but we understood. We were
Yeah, you ain't
nerdy
saying
ass
nothing.
Indian
Beautiful.
kids,
Yeah.
Bengali ass, nerdy ass Bengali Indian kids with like
Yeah.
the linesmen.
Yeah.
Bro, I
It's,
get
it's like
Shock to the Tom.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
like the kids that would like the kids in school that were worried about the bullies and shit. Like, you know, the bullies, they would like, we don't watch nothing. We ain't Dragon Ball Z. We don't
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
wrestling.
yeah,
None of that
Nobody
shit.
was into it at the time, but now
course.
They was all lying.
Secretly,
nigga.
everybody was
They
into
was
it.
all lying. All the niggas had that shit at
Right.
home, bro.
Everybody had it on. But one thing-
Biggie's Super Nintendo Sega Genesis.
Yeah,
Come on. Sega Genesis.
that is how you said it. Ain't it? Super Nintendo,
Sega
Sega.
Genesis.
You know what I will say though, going back to the arc discussion.
Nah, hell no, y'all ain't cutting me off, man.
Wait,
Talk
what's
about
up?
my
What's
favorite
up?
moment in the fucking
What's up?
arc.
What's up?
When Luffy, Sanji have their back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody to this day has Luffy said when Sanji did the walk off. That's one of the best scenes in One Piece. Fuck nothing happened. Fuck nothing happened. The scene.
I like nothing happened. I mean, damn.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I
whoa,
like-
whoa.
yeah,
I'm trying.
Get a little-
I'm
get a
trying
God.
to.
I can't.
I'm
I
trying
don't
to
think that-
antagonize.
Yeah,
I'm trying to antagonize the fan base.
Sit down.
Leave
Sit
me.
down.
I can't be no more sit down. I'm trying to antagonize a
Right.
fan base.
Too
But
much water.
when you
Woo.
compare the two scenes, right? You compare the nothing happened scene to Luffy looking at Sanji like, "Yo, I can't be Pirate King
dude,
without you."
huge.
Come on.
No, that was
Huge.
powerful. That was powerful.
Come on.
What's more emotional than these scenes, man? What's more emotional than just quick list of whole cake scenes, right?
Okay.
Sanji overhearing Pudding talk outside the window.
That was
the food scene, the Vin Smoke flashbacks all through the mom dying.
The mom dying.
Every dude had the same reaction to that pudding scene.
Dude.
Every dude. We
all been there.
We all been there.
We all been there.
We all been there.
Come on.
We've all had a Pudding moment.
Even when you watch the reactions to that, like go watch the reactions.
Yeah.
Every single dude watches that shit and go, fuck that bitch, bro. Yo,
And you know who didn't do that?
Yeah.
You know who didn't do that? Sanji didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's what makes him such an amazing character. And you know what? The genius of Oda, he even explained why he's such a fucking hoe bag, or trying to be one anyway.
Yeah.
It's because of his mom, dude.
Yeah.
His mom is the reason he's all googly-eyed with all women.
Yeah.
Because that was the only person in his life
Yeah.
that gave him the time of day.
His backstory was
beautiful woman.
horrible, man.
The worst one.
It was bad. It was bad.
His
the worst
backstory
one.
was horrible.
Zoro, what? Your friend died?
bad.
And you like swords?
Even when you thought it was just
Shut up, Zoro.
Even when you thought it was just
This bitch killed herself with some stairs. What happened with Queen? She fell downstairs. She's a swords.
Swords, man.
But all that being
Did she
said,
hit her temple on every stair?
She was sick, wasn't
Who
she?
it?
She was
She was
sick.
sick. She was sick. She was sick.
With what?
Sick. She had some, I assume, cancer.
It was some weak writing on Oda's part. It's some
Yeah.
overall concept of death. She died from gout or something.
Illness.
She died from gout.
And
She had scurvy, nigga.
scurvy. Only One Piece pirates die of scurvy outside of a ship. you know?
Yeah.
And Zoro was like, well, we had a race, so I'm going to keep going. Yeah, Zoro's best moment is obviously when he kneels to Hawking.
he has a lot of really good moments.
I mean, nothing happened, and then the
Nothing
kneel
happened.
because the idea he found a dream that was bigger than his own. That's a phenomenal character.
Even when he was
That's
willing
very
to
cool.
take that L on me from Mihawk in the very beginning,
Yeah.
chapters, like that was. Come on, give him his credit.
Yeah.
No, I love Zoro, man.
up, like-
I just think character moments, him compared to Sanji. I don't think
But I
not
do
even
want to relate
not
it
even
back.
the same.
It's not
I
even-
do
it's
want to
not
relate
even
it back
close.
to. I think Alabasta has some crazy moments that get slept on too.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Alabasta was the first arc we
Okay.
seen Luffy take multiple L's from the same dude. Like think of your natural shonen and regular shonen. They always win. Yugi never lost a duel till like what season 5, right? You know,
Right.
so it's like. You're
Okay.
soaking it, and me coming from Naruto, where bro was just racking up wins, and if he didn't lose,
Yeah.
it was.
If he
always-
ain't lose, he talk to you.
Racking up wins.
He said,
Yeah.
"No,
What is it?
do
Talk no jutsu?
Yeah,
Whatever.
the talk no jutsu was crazy, right? So
Yeah.
seeing Luffy take multiple L's where he got impaled
Yeah.
and then thrown into a desert to die, I'm like,
You know what? One of the funniest moments of One Piece was in Alabasta, which I hate that this happened. Is that remember when he Crocodile like made him on the roof?
Yeah.
made him nothing.
And he dried
Yeah.
him out.
And then the
And
water,
the water just fell. Yeah, that pissed me
Teardrop.
off too.
Okay.
Teardrop.
And that was the entire series was based on that one bubble.
Imagine,
I hated that part.
imagine being Crocodile in that moment.
And you're like,
That was crazy.
If you Crocodile, you gotta,
come on, man.
you gotta turn your hook up at the sky like,
what?
yo, what did I do?
What was that?
What did I do?
What was that?
Yo, I don't know.
never-
One
Fruits,
bubble
no,
saved the whole arc.
I don't know if Crocodile
Joy Boy.
say stuff like this.
One bubble made joy.
Saved the entire series.
But you got to think about it. If you Crocodile, you done
Yeah.
did all that. You know you just killed this nigga. You took all the
twice.
moisture
Yeah.
out. You threw him off the
I
roof.
was dehydrated.
How the fuck the water fall in that one spot? How? Who is this kid?
What is this bubble?
Who is this kid?
Who on this guy's side above? Damn, that
Yo,
was brutal.
if I was Crocodile, I just left. Fuck the mission. It's over. Blow this whole shit up.
Forget the whole coup.
We're getting saved by bubbles now. I'm out of here.
I'm leaving. Yo, did you see Dad's Bones versus Zoro?
Zoro?
Nigga,
Amazing fight.
Amazing fight.
Amazing
But
fight.
All day.
you remember what is Zoro made of?
Yeah.
The part when Zoro was on the pillow like this.
Bro had no blood.
Dad's Bones walked up right here.
Slice.
Cut this motherfucker just there.
That's crazy.
There are some moments. Again, we got to leave anime hyperbole moments, right? But that bubble. But here's the thing. I will say Crocodile one of the most badass villains.
Oh my god!
Just
to see him come back the way he did.
I mean,
I love it.
As a kid, if I watched One Piece as a kid, I would have been like blown the fuck away. As an adult, I'm like, he's more one note than a lot of the other ones.
007.
You know, 007.
And if you see Doflamingo longer than Crocodile, you forget that he was Doflamingo.
Right.
You know what I mean?
They're the same villain in a lot of ways.
Took his spot. Yeah.
Doflamingo got more backstory, so you kind of empathize a little more. But
Katakuri,
come on, dude.
Oh,
I mean, even some of the B plots, nigga.
Good.
The Pudding and Chiffon's dad.
Yeah.
Pound.
One of the most tragic stories in the entire series.
I want to go back to Pound real quick. What did you think of the fight with Katakuri when Luffy won? There was a lot of controversy.
Everyone says plot armor, right? Now listen, what are you gonna kill off the main character? Stop yelling. He's gonna win or something. He's not gonna die.
Right. What, you want the series to end? Fucking mook.
Stop. But I will say when I first watched it,
yeah,
I was a little miffed. I was like,
all right.
Man, Luffy just kept getting hit. He did kind of 2 or 3 punches.
Katakuri was beating dog shit out of Luffy.
For at least
he was
6 episodes.
And it's like, you should have seen a little bit more pain. Then people talk about how he's never gotten hit. So when Katakuri got hit a couple of times, he wasn't durable.
No, that's
people say that. People say that. But here's the thing: when you're a fighter, part of it is just getting beat up.
I gotta cut that off though. That don't even make sense. Katakuri ain't never get hit, nigga. Katakuri stabbed himself with his own trident.
So I don't believe that. Dude. He was writing. Oda was writing. I think on a philosophical level.
Yes,
he wasn't writing on a shonen level, on a fight level.
Exactly.
He was writing about willpower. And what that means,
like will and not
the power of will. That's it. That's the entire fight.
The power of will and the power of knowing your role and winning through your role. That was the whole point of Whole Cake Island. At least to me, like it showed you what everybody's role is. Luffy's role is to be the liberator that he is. You have people like Nami, whose role is to support Luffy, and that's low key. That's one of my favorite team ups that doesn't get brought up a lot.
The Cracker.
Nami and Luffy. Yeah. The Cracker fight was great, but Nami and Luffy were like, Nami ain't taking Cracker, but that whole shit of like, oh well, I'ma die anyway.
Yeah.
King Bomb take Luffy, I'ma do this. Could she do anything? No, but she tried.
Nami she tried. Always.
And she's a dope glass cannon.
Dude.
Especially now. Like,
She doing great work. And they're making her more and more powerful. It's interesting. Like, they
strong as hell now.
Oda at least gives you see Nami, then you see Sakura, and you're like, what the fuck was Sakura ever up to?
I mean, we can't do that.
I know.
We can't do that. We don't got enough time.
Okay, I know.
Sakura is a trigger word on the podcast.
I'm scared because he said, fuck, nothing happened. So I was like, what if you're going to say Sakura a good character too? I'm like, oh no.
Wait, is Sakura good?
No.
Like, what? He's a loose cannon, bro. You don't know what he's gonna say.
He'll do Sakura versus the Akatsuki and have that whole he'll have that discussion.
If we do end of series Sakura versus the Akatsuki, she wasn't even at her end of series shit and she beat Sasori, but whatever.
I mean, Sasori, one of the best fights in the entire series. I know.
Somebody said
but
Sasori's amazing.
That was the last time she was ever anything.
Hold on, wait, time out.
Good.
Not the last
Two things just happened. One, you celebrated a win that you didn't have. He didn't say that Sasori was a great character. He said the Sasori fight was a dope fight.
The fight's overrated. They said Sasori was trash.
This nigga said, "Oh no, I told you Sasori was great."
No, I didn't say Sasori was great.
That's not what he said.
No. I said the fight was phenomenal on an anime shonen level.
Yes.
And Sakura's determination and Granny Chiyo combo.
But to say she's not great after that is ridiculous.
Sakura?
Oh, bro. You're being ridiculous.
It's so great when they say I love you to Naruto.
He's got
for no reason besides to make him sad.
Wait. No reason.
Oh, nah.
You mean
the most misguided bitch on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Sorry, I called her a bitch. I said bitch.
It was misguided because it came from Sai.
Sai
put that on her of like, yo, the pain. You gotta remember the Cloud Ninja had just showed up.
Dude.
Naruto got beat up on behalf of Sasuke. So Sai did the whole thing being new to Team 7. Like, yo, he just got beat up basically because of that promise you made him make, right?
Yeah.
She felt guilty because of that. Her job, remember, she was going to try to kill Sasuke, right? Her thing was she was trying to take the burden off of Naruto for the promise that he made, not realizing that he was doing this because he does that. He's in love with Sasuke as much as she is.
Then I'm a hate her on just the delivery of the line alone. Then
That's fair.
when she was crying
theme
and she's
was
like,
off.
"I love you."
It was fake.
I
It was
know,
very
it
fake.
was-
Yeah, it was. I guess it was.
So I'm a hater on that
fake,
now,
but
just on lack of Meisner training.
You can hate hate her for a lack of acting skills.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I'll do that.
That
I'll-
makes
I'll be
sense.
you don't
that.
think Sasuke was a
Look,
great character?
You know what? I forget, this is the One Piece podcast. We're going to go to
No,
Naruto.
no, no. We do all.
You do
of
both,
it.
you do both.
One of our biggest clips is me talking about how Jiraiya was
Okay.
a dummy. You know what I'm saying? He died.
Nico coming with the scandals.
Yo, so
You a scandalous dude, man.
you're a
They got
scandalous
mad.
dude, buddy.
They get mad.
I know you. You's a scandalous dude.
I love it.
I love you too.
But Nico will stop a whole conversation. Like, what the fuck? You just said?
Well, I mean, if you die and you don't need to, and you put your village
Here's the thing: is I agree with you.
in.
Most unnecessary death.
He didn't. He's just saying.
Hold on, wait. Say it again.
Most unnecessary death in Naruto.
Thank you.
He didn't have to go back.
He didn't
not-
need to die.
He
You
knew
had-
what he knew.
You had the corpse. He could have left, and you knew that the real
100%.
pain wasn't there. None of them niggas even look like Nagato.
But you know what it is? He's arrogant. You know why? Because he wanted to die in a cool way. He wanted a storybook death,
he-
and
the
that's
way
the
he was
fucking
talking
arrogant
about
thing in a war, dude.
The story of Jiraiya the Gallon. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what he was.
Bro, he wanted to die for peace. That was the whole thing. He like, got jacked off to it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to be the peacemaker guy.
Yes.
And bro, you could have been one without killing yourself,
You-
but
you-
it's a better story
Yeah. Or so they say.
Yeah.
I still think
in his mind.
he would have been a better asset to the village if he'd have took some help with him. But fuck it. What do I know?
Bro, he was the most badass character because, dude, his power was kind of unbeatable.
Yeah.
The Toad work that he was doing,
Sage Mode was
Naruto
great.
could never touch the level of Toad stuff he was doing. No. Hold on. Listen. Yeah, he needed the fucking the
was
triple.
imperfect. He was imperfect.
But when he made the Toad walls,
Yeah, I
that-
know what you're talking about.
Oh, where Itachi and Kisame got stuck in.
the
Yeah.
Toad walls,
That was-
Yeah.
Naruto never got close to that. He didn't know that.
To the people, sorry to cut
Yeah,
you off. To
sorry.
the people that say, and we'll keep this part quick. To the people that say that like somebody like Jiraiya wouldn't be able to beat somebody like Itachi, I think you're wrong. Especially when you look at how much chakra it took Itachi to do things like
Yeah, he had low chakra.
Tsukiyomi
Yeah.
and Amaterasu. So remember, the way that he broke out of the original Toad mouth trap was Amaterasu.
Right.
Yeah.
But Jiraiya could keep putting you in different toads.
Yeah.
Nigga, we could do toad mouth traps 3-4 times, 5-6 times. You got cancer, nigga. You don't got to like Itachi should have been bald headed. You know what I'm saying? Itachi was sick as hell.
Oh my God, he was always.
Itachi was sick as hell. So the people that's like, oh no, he would beat Jiraiya. Chill out. It
Jiraiya
might
was
shock you.
Was crafty as hell. I will say that the reveal of Itachi as a good character.
That was
That was
beautiful.
one of the best reveals in
Peak.
fiction, I think.
I still don't think he was a
Naruto.
good character though.
That's an interesting thing. I'm not even saying he's good. I'm saying
Not good like
No.
the character itself. I mean like good, like a
Oh,
good.
like a-
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that he was actually loving to Sasuke and not.
Yes,
That reveal.
He fucked
That-
him up.
Right.
What he did.
No, he did the worst possible thing.
Yeah, and he didn't have
Out
to
of
do
love.
that.
Yeah.
Like,
72 hours of seeing your parents die over and over
Yeah,
again.
Jesus Christ, brother.
bro. I thought
Like,
you loved me, man.
Like, hey, bro,
A little much? It's a little sadistic?
I
was
hate-
there.
I hate
I
you
saw it.
already. Your hatred isn't strong enough. No,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
No, actually,
yeah.
it's
You
pretty
killed.
up there.
You killed our parents.
Yes, yeah.
My hatred is strong enough.
My hatred. I promise you, it's there.
You know?
I don't got to keep watching it on
Yeah.
replay.
And his dad going, "You're a nice guy, son," as he gets sliced by. Come on.
Yeah, ninja out of their mind. I just told my kid. So I just don't gotta. We just won't do the coup.
Hey, listen, bro.
Hey, yo,
Hey,
Let's just not do it.
I'll just go.
you don't gotta kill your mama.
Yeah, it's just I tell you what, you're very convincing right now.
You don't gotta watch.
Even
over
the
Sasuke.
mom was like, "Dinner's in the fridge,"
Yeah.
and then gets sliced like, "Bitch,
Yo,
can we just?"
yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'd had to be a dad. I'd had to get up. Look, they had their backs turned to this nigga. They sitting there, they hands on their knees, bro. First of all, if my son gonna kill me, nigga, poison me.
Poison.
Yeah, don't do it like this.
You
Like
ain't.
backslice?
I'm gonna feel this.
I'm not.
It was game night.
Yo,
you gotta get
I would-
backsliced
Right. They was getting ready to play Scrabble.
Connect 4 out. Like,
with the fucking kneel down.
This motherfucker come in with he come in with a sword. They like, what's going on?
It's your turn. Let's go.
Look, they calling him by his nickname, Tachi. What's going on,
Hey,
bro?
go.
manga shotgun's not even worth it, bro. You don't even need it.
Yo, as soon as he walk in the house, they like, yo, why your eyes on?
What
Why
are
your
you
eyes?
doing? Because they know what's going on.
Why your eyes on?
Hey,
The pops just got out of bed. He wiping his eyes. He going,
what are you
Why,
doing?
what happened to the rest of the clan? Why I'm not sensing everybody?
What the rest of the clan?
Why is there blood on your sword? Nigga, I'm here to kill you because of the coup.
Game night. That's crazy.
I won't fight my own son. Not on Scrabble night.
One thing I will say that was cool. I like how they added Obito to that whole thing.
I don't.
I know.
Why?
It's perfect because it's like you really think Itachi could have taken all of them out by himself?
I don't think Itachi could have won that fight. Again, if I feel like if his pops wanted to not die, he would have not died. I truly.
Well, he loved his son at the end of the day. He didn't want to fight his son.
Of course not. But it was all right.
But one possible thing you could say was that clan is very emotional.
Yeah,
they don't always act rationally.
That's true.
Now it's a little bit of a cop out, but I'd accept it.
Yeah, I mean they came up in a very very messed up type of
because
society.
the Sharingan is mental illness.
Yes,
it's mental illness.
I told you that. Yeah,
it's power, but mental illness.
I think that shit has I think it's the way to get the Sharingan at higher levels of power. I think is very it's very much a mirror of like real life.
Right.
You see it happen to kids all the time. Something happens, they lose somebody close to them, and their eyes change.
Yeah.
The whole perspective.
The way they
is
look.
different.
Look at things change. Hey,
Yep.
yo,
Their whole perspective.
No,
I've
no.
been telling people we're dealing with the Uchiha clan.
But
That and you everybody's trying to be Tobirama, and it's like you're doing it wrong.
Tobirama is like
off base with that.
the banality of evil.
Yeah.
Tobirama's banality of evil. He's the guy who's like administratively evil.
He's like,
I don't
yeah.
I don't think it's that. I think
He's like black, white.
No, he was racist against the Uchiha. Yeah.
This is
He thought they were bad.
Even when he came back talking to Sasuke.
That's not true though.
But when Uchiha moved into the main area, he said, "There goes the neighborhood." I'm telling you.
That's not true. You got it wrong. That's not true at all. What he said was, I gave, because remember, he didn't put them to the edge of the village. They lived in the village back then, right? The Uchihas were on the outskirts. He never did that.
Didn't he add more checks?
He delegated them to the police force in the corner of the village, I thought.
Well,
yeah.
Nigga, who else would you make the police? Who was stronger than the Uchiha clan? Who?
But
it wasn't a altruistic move, I think. Wasn't it like, hey, just keep them
over there.
Keep them happy over there.
Y'all are completely forgetting what was said in the show and on the page. He said, I gave them that job because they were good at that job. Who else is better at that job to be security than the Uchiha clan? He said it gave them a way of being in the village and being like, positive forces in the village. Of course, it made certain people not like you because you the police, but shit, who always likes the police?
So it's separate but equal.
Yeah. But listen. But listen.
Where have we heard that before?
You're oversimplifying the thing because Danzo and Hiruzen, like the people after Tobirama died, they bastardized the things that he said. Just like Orochimaru bastardized his jutsu and shit like that. So you can't blame, like when he started talking about the Uchiha, when he said they're a clan cursed by evil, it sounds worse than what it's meant to sound like, because he actually explained. He said, no. You motherfuckers are emotional. Your eyes change because of trauma, XYZ, XYZ. And I knew it would lead you to do things like what y'all ended up doing. I told my brother you motherfuckers were crazy, and y'all are crazy. But if we do that, we ain't gonna have enough time to do anything else. So this will be our final segment for this podcast. Usama, you gotta come back with us when we have some more time.
Bro, I mean, we talk about this for hours.
Yeah, because Alex acting like he got places to go and shit. Max actually has places to go.
Max got real place to be.
Max does. I don't believe you. To close this out, though, I want everybody to go around. We're going to go in a circle. We got about 7 minutes left. Everybody go around and just give me, from your favorite arc in One Piece, your favorite scene. Alex, I'm going to start with you, then me, then Usama.
My favorite scene from my favorite arc?
It's a good one. This is tough.
Damn. Okay.
Bro, my favorite scene changes every week, bro.
That's all
Based
right.
on what I
It
look at on
depends.
YouTube.
We'll have you back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
Damn. I'm already thinking Alabasta.
Damn, you love Alabasta.
I
love that.
I remember watching it weekly on Toonami, and it was like when I learned Dance Powder was like when it wasn't canon. I was like, what the fuck? Like they had 3 weeks of Dance Powder.
Yeah.
And, like, they came up with that on the
watched
spot.
the whole film like it was canon?
I was mad. Dance Powder was amazing to me. But for me, I fucking hated when that was a real. Damn, that's tough. That's tough.
We're going to do like a SpongeBob theme, 8 minutes later.
I'll do two. You got to give me two.
Okay.
Can you give us one?
Luffy's first L to Crocodile, really, as a kid, because
Yeah.
I saw that when I was a kid. I was like, oh shit, the main character can lose. I didn't know that. That was, for me, that's always been a thing.
Trope breaker. Yeah.
And to see him come back, like Luffy's the kind of, he just keeps, I told Nico this, once you've got Luffy saying the character's name over and over and over again, he's going to get that win. He's going to get that win. That's what he'll do. He said Kaido a million times.
I like
on
that.
Route. That's what
I
he
like
does.
that.
He'll say it over and over
I like
and over.
that.
But, so I like that. And then the second one, I think Marineford was cool. I like that moment where the only moment Luffy and Whitebeard shared together on the Moby Dick, that one moment right there where they kind of had each other's respect.
Huge.
And like, you know, even the other people like, that's kind of
He's competing with Whitebeard.
But it's just the mutual respect. It's like, come on, we see this guy come up from nothing. So,
100%.
Yeah.
for me, that's just two I'm gonna throw out there. There's a million I could pick from.
I bet.
That's just me.
Me, favorite. You know what? Okay. This is not my favorite arc, but this is one of my favorite moments this is very recent. Dressrosa is not my favorite arc. It's not. I love it, but Usopp's my favorite character. And all day, without a
Now
doubt.
you talk.
Without a doubt, dude. I was thinking of getting Kabuto on my tattoo on my body. For real.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Usopp's bagworm scene
Yeah.
is the best. I was cheering on my house. But he never gets that many moments, dude.
I got two. Fuck.
You know,
I got two
and
for you, both for
Bagworm,
Usopp.
and the way he talks, he narrates the entire thing, showing his knowledge of artillery, showing his knowledge of snipery.
Yeah.
Everything of Usopp, all his fear, I know this character of just like being a bitch the entire arc,
Yeah.
and him finally doing something for real. And then here's a real character win there. He said, "You don't gotta know, Luffy, that I did this for you." And every other thing, he was always talking about how, look at me, I'm the captain, I'm the best, acknowledge me. And then he was like, the thing he did, the biggest thing he ever did, didn't need the acknowledgement. Nobody even knows.
Yeah, actually, no one talked about that afterwards.
It's the most incredible fucking thing I've ever seen.
That's one of my favorite scenes from that arc. And the line was, Luffy, the seas without you, I never want to know what that's like.
Ooh, why not?
God damn.
So now, I got two with Usopp, motherfucker. So the first one was the speech at Eni's lobby. This is not hell. When Luffy was passed out fighting Rob Lucci, he didn't know that Sogeking was Usopp. And Usopp takes the mask off. Nobody knows what's happening. Zoro's still fighting people. Usopp stopped fighting people. And just that scream, after all they had been through, that scream.
Dude.
Luffy! Oh, man.
That was a good impression, too.
Even him not fighting, but like talking shit to Rob Lucci. No, we all know Rob Lucci would have tore Usopp's intestines out and hung him with it. But that and the scene on the train, I like those type of character moments when you see people understand other characters.
Sure.
We told Robin, trust Luffy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go through all this, trust Luffy. And Usopp, in my opinion, was the MVP of Eni's Lobby, Water 7, that whole thing.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I actually don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
He's definitely up there.
Yep. So those are
Usopp's character, man.
Those are them for me.
I have respect for Usopp.
Dude, he's a
No, you
normal
don't.
person. I can feel your hate, but
No, I love him.
Yo, do you think Usopp gets Conqueror's Haki by the end of this?
I don't think so, man.
I think so.
You think so? I would love it.
Big time.
But here's the thing. They made him God Usopp for a reason.
I think it's obvious.
He's kind of got the buggy effect a little bit.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, a little
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
bit.
No, he doesn't.
Whoa, listen. They make him a lot of jokes, right?
Yeah.
But they're doing small little nods to observation hockey throughout. Like, he'll see a fish way before.
Oh, he has that.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
he definitely
has that. So
guaranteed.
they're like building up that's a little crazy. I don't know. I mean, you probably have like a large theory about it, but that's an interesting thing. I think he's going to be a true force.
Yeah.
In a way that is not going to be joking by the end of it. For sure.
Yeah, the only one
already is, but
the most serious fight we seen Usopp have against Luffy. That Usopp, that injured Usopp that we saw in
Water 7.
That Water 7?
Yeah.
Bro, that injured Usopp, that same one would have beat a lot of the characters that they went up against before that.
Nobody saw that coming.
That
was the craziest
that's
part.
that's
He's
my
like
point.
Sokka with more to prove. You know what I'm saying? Like Sokka, once the show revealed that he was like smart guy, they just made him a badass. So like, oh, he's smart now, and he's just like super ingenuity and he's genius. They changed from the sword episode to genius in like one episode.
When he gets to
quick.
When Usopp gets to Elbaf, I've already told you this. I predict his next weapon is going to be a hammer. Since Elbaf, the whole Norse thing, I think it's going to be like Thor's hammer.
Right. He's very connected to the giants emotionally. That's interesting.
So I think he's getting that.
He's definitely got a power up's coming pretty soon.
He deserves one.
And with that being said, family, we are out of time.
This is fun.
I could talk about it for 5 hours.
We definitely need to have you on again.
Yeah.
So we gotta do the raps now. So with that being said, mic check 1 2 1 2. I'm Neko White.
I'm Alex Quo.
And this is the One Piece of Mind podcast. Thank you all for joining us. Real quick, we want everybody to do their do their ats and everything. So Usama, where can they find you?
Follow me at Usama Stands Up and at Your Mango Bay.
There you go.
There you go.
Come on down.
At Alex Quo on everything. Come check me out. Everything links in the bio. Come see me.
There you go. And you can find me on everything at Neko White 93. That's at Neko WHITE 93. We want to thank y'all for always tuning in to the One Piece of Mind podcast. I have tour dates coming up. I'm gonna be in. Damn, where the hell are we? I got PA, I got VA, I got
Ohio.
Or it's Kentucky, but it's damn near Ohio. It's like right there on the border of each
What show
other.
is that?
What's that shit? That's
I don't know. You didn't tell me the name of it.
my bad.
Some HEB on the side of the road.
I got no, it's a comedy club. Some Commonwealth something.
Oh, that I know.
Yeah.
Roanoke, Virginia. That was nice.
Roanoke, Virginia. That's August 16th. That's Friday, August 16th.
Yeah.
We got a theater show down there. So y'all make sure y'all pull up. That's for the Roanoke Comedy Festival. So y'all look that up. And in the meantime, y'all catch us here for more One Piece of Mind podcast. With that being said, I'm Neko White.
I'm Alex Quo.
This is the One Piece of Mind podcast. Thank y'all so much. And we're out.
Yes, sir.